Pablo.
Lunchie.
Carlos.
And Axel.
Welcome to Quatro.
4 people?
Oh, we're keeping it. We're keeping it.
4 opinions. Oh, no.
One topic.
And so I just need to get in on this.
Do it.
I wish I had like a like this.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us
Welcome.
again.
Welcome back.
Start as always.
Hope everyone's doing well.
That was our tightest intro.
What do we say? Damn, we're getting good at this.
I think it was pretty tidy.
Oh, naturals.
The anti-tardigrades.
The retrograde.
Gave us the wrong serum. All right, Axe, what do we got?
All right, so this is Am I the Arsehole? And this one is, should this lady adopt her nibling, which is a gender-neutral term for niece or nephew, from her sister and ex-partner? Mm-hmm. They both have left this mortal realm, and she now is stuck with this choice, right? So it says here, my parents want me to adopt the kid my late sister and my ex had together. After their affair, I cut them both out of my life. I never wanted to meet the child or be in their life. I definitely don't want to be its mum, the woman reveals. Wow. 5 years ago, Laura was left heartbroken when she found out her partner, Chris, and her sister, Gemma, had an affair. The betrayal was bad enough, but when Gemma fell pregnant with Chris's baby, Laura knew she could never talk to her sister again. The pair went on to have a tumultuous relationship, fighting, regularly breaking up and getting back together again. And they died in a car accident recently, and a lot of people assumed they were arguing, not focusing on the road. In dying, they left behind a 4-year-old child who's been put into foster care since Gemma and Laura's parents are not well enough to look after it. I'm now engaged again to Luke, and we bought our forever home. We are stable and happy. My parents believe that we should take the grandchild. I told them I would not be a good fit to raise the child, and I'm sorry, but that was the end of discussion, and Luke is with me on this. They begged me again to reconsider and said, imagine how nice it would be to know my niece or nephew, to have a child who is part of our family kept in our family. So what do you guys think of that? That's a tough one.
Yeah, see, so you hit us with this headline, right, before the show, and I think everyone's opinion universally was take the child, right?
Yeah, but you got to understand the motivation.
To that whole thing,
I don't know. Like, here's the motivation behind our initial response was purely based on the fact that it's family.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be going through all the foster. But let's look at the human side of this for one moment.
If Laura knows,
desire to be a parent.
Yeah, if Laura knows she's not a good fit, is it in the child's best interest?
But I think she said it in the message there. Like, she called it it.
Yeah.
So she's not even humanising.
I
think we should.
True, that's a good point.
We should clarify that there seems to be a thread within that conversation of specifically not gendering the child, right? So I think calling it is probably just a pronoun-less way to,
Either that or there's a complete psychological
child or whatever.
Yeah,
but
that's
I feel like it's just dehumanising the child.
Yes,
because
it is a very clear term.
See, I don't. You know what? It doesn't make sense to me. If because the way it reads again is that someone is telling the story as if the woman said it, right? You would not, as a person, refer to a child as an it.
It's directly off of Reddit, though.
You have to presume that she's the one.
Reddit, so her own words.
Yeah,
from
you
the
have
Reddit
to presume
post.
it's her.
Yeah.
Okay, so but again,
to me, it sounds toxic as hell because
Yes,
I understand the sister
absolutely.
had an affair. I get it. Shame, sorry, so bad. Get over it. It's family. Like, unless it's so toxic that it's messing you up, surely you can get over that and make peace.
There's times
if there's
where you
more
have
to
to
the
be
story, then sure. If it's toxic, sure.
Yeah.
But it sounds like she doesn't even care that her sister died.
Yes.
Like, there's no sadness, no.
It's a little
Just
bit
This
dark.
comes
It's all about
down-
her and having to take the kid.
It just
you know?
comes down to entitlement. That's
Maybe,
what's
yeah.
happening here, right? This is one thing that people have to learn throughout their lives, right? And this is probably a good learning curve for old mate. Life isn't necessarily fair.
Yeah.
It might not have been in the cards, right? I'm sure it wasn't. She got a bit of a bum rush, eh? Like the cheating partner, and then
with the sister too.
Yeah, with the sister, and then they had a kid, and then they both died, so death's in the family.
Yeah.
And then, orphan Niglet. What was the thing? Niblet?
Jesus. You just single-handedly got us demonetized.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Lunchie.
Let's not repeat that
Apologize
mistaken word
right
again.
now.
Anyhow.
Apologize.
Right? So there are lots of factors, right?
To all our 7 subscribers, don't unsubscribe.
Right, so look, life isn't all that it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take one for the team.
100% agree.
Right.
Well said.
Yeah.
Selflessness,
Yeah.
It's a situation that calls for selflessness. It doesn't matter how you feel. There's a child there that's your blood.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been thrown upon you, this horrible situation, but that's not the child's fault.
No. Like the sister and the dad, they had their own drama with the auntie. But you're right, the child is an innocent party here. And to kind of put all of that history onto this blank canvas, this young person, it just doesn't sit right with me.
At least just bring it in and teach it to do the dishes.
Yeah, like just be part of it,
Like just spend some time getting to know the kid and,
see how it
that's right.
goes.
Sort of like you said, with that blank canvas sort of an approach.
There's another thing. So the child is 4, right? And this lady, I mean, it's very difficult
Laura,
to tell from like how old she is. But I don't have kids, right? And I find the more I go through life without kids, I feel like I'm becoming more selfish, right? Because I don't have to make concessions for anyone else. I can literally do whatever I want, whenever I want. It's quite nice.
I hear you. It's true.
But
when you have kids, you lose a lot of freedom.
So you call it entitlement, right? But like, I just wonder whether it's like.
Oh no, the aspect of entitlement is there in the mind frame that life is going to give you exactly what you want all the time. That's how I should have quantified that. But go on.
Yeah, right. Well, at the end of the day, I feel like the more I listen to that story, it's like I just don't think. It's probably not the right thing to do to actually adopt a child.
I think her specifically, maybe just not a good idea for her.
That's true.
Because she would maybe not. She's saying, I won't be a good mother. I won't be a good mother. It's not me.
Yeah, I'm saying I would take it. But after hearing what she has said and seeing the resentment that she has, if she takes this child on, she's going to throw all that hatred onto this child.
Yeah, I feel that too.
I mean, she's already calling it. Like,
it'd be better if the parents, her parents, who are trying to get her to adopt the child, the parents should adopt the child.
Yeah, they can't because of health reasons. They're not able to.
There must be some kind of issues.
Yeah, they've applied and they were not able to. Yeah.
I see.
Potentially.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not an easy fix. It would mean a lot of self-work on Laura's part. Like there would need to be a lot of therapy or just processing and internalizing, working out why they feel the way they do, forgiveness, letting go, and just, it's a big ask. It's a big ask. I mean, even if you're in, say, a relationship and you meet someone who has kids and you're coming in as, say, a childless person and you meet this person you fall in love with, you have to go through a lot to take on that person's kids. I've seen that with my partner. She's had to take on the role of a parent without having been there from day one. And I've seen how the kids and her have had to go through quite a process of bonding and getting to know each other. And it's not easy, it's not your own baby. It's not easy. It takes a very special selflessness to take on someone.
There's also like, if she hasn't seen the child very often.
Yeah, there's no bond.
There's no bond. And, I feel like that's, to me, I would say nearly that's, if not as important, but probably more important than the fact that they're family. Because I've spent my life making friends with other families and, what I find is that those people are just as close you know, as my real family, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that note, like not I don't have any kids either, and I don't plan to have any kids either. Can't tell we're brothers, can you? Now,
Great minds, mate.
it is important for some people to not have kids because, you know, for the people that do have kids, they need people like us to sometimes pick up the slack. You know what I mean? Pablo went to pick up our niece from the water the other day, you know, and it's these little interactions that we, because we do live to a degree a selfish life. You know, we get to enjoy the benefits of having children, and then at the end of it, we just hand them back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
that is.
I've heard that
And
talked
that's
about
what,
your
and that
what I
takes
love,
pressure
man.
off.
Yeah.
Because I don't dislike
Takes pressure,
kids.
but it takes pressure off the parents too. So it's important to have people in society that don't have kids
respite's
as
important,
well.
right?
You know?
You're right. You're right. It definitely balances the equation.
That's right.
Yeah.
Back to the nibbler nursery. Is that where we're going? I don't know where the room is on this.
All right.
We're just outcome. What do you reckon?
Closing arguments.
I personally would. Me personally.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about her though? Do you think she should?
Laura.
Oh, no, she shouldn't.
She should.
She
No,
shouldn't.
she shouldn't. She shouldn't. No,
Yeah.
no. It's like you want to.
So you can't, right? So that means that child is going to live its life in what's the
Like foster
in
system.
foster system, and you know what that's like, right?
Yeah, so like I feel like, sometimes you do more damage trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, that's also true.
Interesting.
Also, I believe
This is
everyone
one of those
has
examples, I
a
guess, isn't it?
yeah. I believe everyone comes into a life to learn a lesson,
Well,
and
who are
maybe
you
that's
to
this little
interject,
young
yeah?
person's lesson. This is their journey, and they're
Yeah.
learning something
Yep.
energetically, you know. And what do you think?
I think, I agree. Probably agree with Lunchie. I would definitely take it on. No, like, wouldn't even be a question for me. However, after hearing the way she was speaking about the child, I would have to say I would suggest her to not take the child. I would not support that.
Yeah,
If it was me and her one-on-one, I'd say
yeah.
not a good idea. Don't
Yeah.
take this on.
I mean, I personally have already said to my partner, if any nieces or nephews, even from my ex-husband's family, if any of them were ever needing a home, it's open. I'll take them on because you just make it work. You know, you pull together and you rally together because family's family no matter what. And that will be my children's family. So they're immediately family. But I think if I were to advise Laura, I would say to her, give it thought. Go get counseling, get therapy, work on yourself, work out why you're so opposed. See if you have it within yourself to love this child. Then if she's able to then do that, then I would say go for it.
Yeah.
And then stay in therapy, stay in family therapy, do counseling with the child as they grow. You know, like keep connected, keep accountable.
True.
But yeah, me personally wouldn't even hesitate for a second. Family is family. Especially a little kid, because they have so much potential. And if I'm a part of opening the world for them, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think that I would recommend for this lady to try and adopt the child. I would say,
Really?
yep. I would
Interesting.
say try. Just fill out the paperwork, get the child in your care.
Yeah, because you could probably hand it back.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, you actually
That's
can.
the wrong
right?
size.
We're calling it it now.
The niblet.
Go and get a refund, mate. You know?
Oh, dear.
No, I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's the thing, and like if it's not working for whatever reason, then you know at least you tried.
All right.
You tried.
There you have it,
Tornado
nibblers.
hands. Let's do it.
Well said.